Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to say Shalom to Yakum Nakwat out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one, of course, another edition of the Judgment Report. All right, it's been a little bit, I believe, since I've made one. I had lessons that were kind of like Judgment Reports, but it's been a little bit since I made one. So, as I tend to do, you see us here on Google News with the two pulled up. All right, killed, dead. All right, you can even do one more and type in murdered. All right. So, there you go. And we're going to go ahead and look through these, and get some scriptures as we tend to do, and just roll with it. So, yeah, so we got killed right here. So, this is interesting because I believe in the last one that I did, it was, I talked about it. As a matter of fact, when was the last one that I did? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. 2 weeks ago. And is this the one where I mentioned? Yeah. So you can see right up here. It's not the one, but dealing with a T gender. Where were we? A lot of this one was about, the sodomites. All right, a lot of sodomite deaths in that week. That ain't it either. But let me find it. Come on. I see it up in the corner there. You can see it right here. It looks like we're about to click it. Dealing with this here. Who had traveled from Minnesota to meet people in upstate New York, man. In charge. Flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. So there you go. So finally, right here, we're gonna get on this one. This is from USA Today. It's titled "Slain Transgender Person." All right, it says man. It was a woman that was saying they were a man. Sam Nordquist was tortured for weeks. Police say 5 people arrested. All right, so that was what we had. Now, down here, it looked like, it says right here where my cursor is, it says Nordquist's body, which was found Thursday discarded in a field in upstate New York, showed signs that she had been subjected to ongoing physical abuse. So that's interesting. So we got that now. Now, what are the disturbing details that have emerged? Let's see. So it says, this is from NBC, it says, disturbing details emerge in death of Sam Nordquist, transgender woman, all right, transgender person, all right, that's a woman, who was tortured and killed in New York. It says they were beaten, assaulted, all right, starved and forced to consume feces, urine, and tobacco juice over the course of a month, officials said Wednesday. There you go. So where are the what is that the new details? Let me see. It says the torment inflicted by the 7 people accused in the kidnapping, described in an 11-count indictment filed in Ontario County Court, included hitting, kicking, punching, inserting an object into Nordquist's anus, starvation. I'm not gonna make that joke. Okay, the brothers and sisters that have been staying up on the topic, knowing what's going on. You knew the joke I was about to make about things being inserted into anuses. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm not gonna go for the low-hanging fruit. Anyway, starvation, forced consumption of feces, urine, and tobacco juice, pouring of bleach on him, and duct taping him or her. The indictment also alleges the forced participation of young children in the assault and torture. So it says the brutality and depravity of the scene, allegedly inflicted on the black transgender woman, all right, from January 1st to February 2nd, has drawn, that's damn near a whole month. Well, that's judgment right there. Has drawn national attention, sparking local demonstrations by alphabet right activists, and raised the question from activists and her family, Slovakia. How could such a terrible thing happen without anybody notifying authorities? Well, who would call the people? Did they know a lot of people or not? Where you see it, this is them here. Now I thought this was a Northern Kingdom, all right, so-called Mexican or something, because this doesn't look like a black woman to me, but apparently it is. Okay, very, 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 very light skin at that, but apparently a so-called black woman, which is interesting. All right, but I don't even know. I don't even think they're probably a Judite. All right, more I don't know. Something just doesn't feel right about the whole situation. Now you do have them that are within ours, but this could very well just be a Edomite. All right, just wrapped up in a chocolate coating. So, but yeah, could be, could not be. Either way, it's judgment. All right, that's just a little bit of an update. Again, these people, that are like this. Let's go ahead and get it. Right here. It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. These people think because, they've been doing something, or, it's not going to happen to me, or, there's nothing wrong with being like this. This is how I was born this way, yada, yada, yada. They think that, we're wrong for telling them that they're wrong. And really, I believe it's just like how I got I think I got it in the last judgment report, but, to them, that we can get it right here. Then Isaiah 5 and 20. This is, pretty much their sentiment. This is their ideologies, their outlook on things, right? Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Again, these people think that all the bad things are good and all the good things are bad. So when we're, quoting scriptures from them, something that's good, all right, something that's supposed to be instruction, it's legislation created for us by the Most High, all right, who is our God and we are His people, and it's created for order, for instruction and righteousness, right? As we can go and get instruction and righteousness, edification, right? Right here, the scripture tells you it. It says, 2 Timothy 3 and 16, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So it's instruction on how we should move, all right? And there's a lot of morals and life lessons to be learned, all right, throughout the scriptures, okay? It really is a code, all right, of when I say a code of ethics. Let me define ethics. Ethics. Well, let's go and look up what is a code of ethics. A code of ethics is a set of guiding principles that outlines the expected standards or behavior for members of an organization. Really, yeah. So I want to make sure I was being accurate with it. But yeah, it's really a code of ethics, all right, is one of the millions of things that the Bible is, all right, because it tells us who we are, where we're from, who our power is, how we should behave, our laws, our festivities, our religious holy days, all right, not holidays, but holy days, all right, including Sabbath, when to celebrate it, when not to celebrate it, where we came from, our history, it's our history, all right, and on top of that, it's a code of ethics, with all of that, showing, what's the expected standard of how we should behave, guideline, morals, gives us something to follow, because if not, people start getting crazy. They start, ordering pegging kits and putting shit up their ass and stuff, if they don't have a code of ethics. It's lucky. I was going to make it at some point. But yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a code of ethics, when you don't have a set of guiding principles, all right? As the scriptures say, this says, let everything be done decently in order. All right, well, what is the order? The order is this code of ethics, all right? The law that's laid out within the Bible, all right, on how we should behave, how we should not behave, right? And if you don't have those, you start doing really wacky shit. Again, bringing it up, i.e., going and buying pegging kits and getting pegged as a man. And if you don't know what that means, if you're not aware of the controversy going around, all right, that happened with Gorilla Hebrew and even more, it's a whole, you're gonna have to go and look up that yourself. All right, the Apostles of Great Millstone have went ahead and put out lessons on it. All right, because again, if you see something, you got to say something. If you see something, you don't say something. All right, I think there's actually a scripture. All right, it's not it. There's like a, you have to, well, mark them, really mark them that cause division and avoid them. We can go get that. But yeah, the apostles are great millstone. Again, that's who I learned from. I'm not, a part of their camp. But that's who I learned from. I've learned from for years, and I recommend you do the same. They follow the Bible. They're the only Israelite group, all right, mind you, that are teaching the 100% truth, all right, without not infringing. What's the word I'm looking for? Inserting, I guess I could say. Yeah, I guess inserting their. They're the only Israelite group that teaches the Bible 100% without inserting or taking away or adding in their own ideologies or things that they don't agree with or anything. They agree with the Bible a whole 100%. All right, full force. Okay, there's not things that they disagree with and they're gonna try to say, oh no, I don't like this part. I don't like it. Where it says that any man prophesying or praying with his head covered dishonor his head. I don't like that part. I'm gonna say that we can go and still have hats. No, there's none of that. They read it as it is, all right, and they give it to you. And that being the case, you have things like Romans 16 and 17 that come up. All right, let's read that. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. All right, and one of the things that we have learned, all right, is that sodomites ain't it. All right, and putting things up your butt, that's sodomite behavior. Even that's sodomy. All right, you can't. It's not just sodomy if it's a man and another man. Sodomy is putting things up your booty hole. So you, as a man, you can't put your thing in a woman. All right, she can't put a plastic piece from Amazon in you. All right, none of that. That's, first of all, the second part. That's just gay. All right, that's just homosexual behavior. All right, and there's no way around it. All right, because that's that. All right, that's that. All right, no man calling himself straight is going to be down for anything like that. Hell to the nah. Absolutely not. Okay? But, this is all revealed for a reason, because the Lord's revealing that group, man. Revealed them. All right? And he's revealing all these Israelite groups. There's always grievances and inner camp conflicts that are being aired out. All right? Why is that from these other camps? Because the Lord's revealing them, man. They're not it. All right, they're not the true prophets of Israel. All right, they're just a bunch of reprobates. They're 2/3, man. They're in 2/3 mindsets. They're just ninjas with a Bible. That's it. All right, they're ninjas that found their way to a Bible. That's it. They still dress the same, talk the same, walk the same. All right, they haven't put off the old man. They're still being that same old man that they've always been. They're just ninjas, and ninjas, right? With a Bible. That's it. That's all they're doing. All right, and really, it's all just a get up. It's all just a game. It's all just something that it's for show. It's really, with a lot of these groups, it's about theatrics, man. It's about how I look. And music. With all these, it's always about music. There's always some type of tie with rap music, man. Okay, now rap music, cool, fine. You can listen to it. I listen to rap music. All right, from time to time. I love music. I listen to all sorts of music. All right. So I feel like how do I say it? I feel like I understand where like Apostle Gabar is coming from with the music, always relating things to music, because I like music, and like he likes wide varieties of music. I like wide varieties of music, right? So and Jake, we like music. So yeah, but there's a difference between liking rap, all right, and then me sitting here and rapping you Romans 16 and 17 and hiding it in a verse, right? Hiding it in a little verse, all right. And that's what they do, I feel like I'm Dick Zaccaria in 2010. GMS was hating on me. I was riding in a Benz, right? Or whatever the opening lyric was. It's just ridiculous, man. For what? For what? All right. So, and no one was hating on you for riding a Benz. People were not really even hating on you. I mean, you could call it hating, but it was just reproving you because you were doing wickedly. All right, and you're a carnalite. All right, look up that word, a carnalite. Okay, that's what you are. So yeah, man, you know, you're supposed to mark these people, and that's what happens. And everybody gets all offended when GMS or their true affiliates go and call these people, you're bullying. You're bullying us. You're bullying. No. If you're doing something weird, you got to say something. Okay? It's just the same thing. If you know, there's a lot of husbandry terms used, and if you don't know what that means, and look it up, because a lot of you that ain't, you know, following GMS, you don't know a damn thing. You don't know basic words. But husbandry, all right, you look it up. There's a lot of husbandry terminology throughout the Bible. It talks about the husbandman, I believe. All right, referring to Yahushai, and there's a lot of husbandry terms, and I'll insert one myself into the conversation that we're having. If you were a farmer, a husbandman, and you had one sheep, you know, that was in the corner, all right, all your sheep are fine. You had one sheep that was acting really fucking weird. You'd want to separate that from the rest of the flock. Why? Because you don't know what's going on with it. It could have a disease, all right? Matter of fact, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to look it up and say if I had a flock of sheep, okay, a herd of sheep, flock is like birds. If I had a herd of sheep and they were all acting normal and one was acting really weird, not like the others, would it be wise to separate them from the rest of the herd? Check it out. It says, yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to separate the weird one, at least temporarily. At least. Animals acting strangely can be a sign of illness, injury, or something contagious. It could be something harmless like stress or a minor issue, but it could be something serious like a disease that could spread to the rest of the herd. Better safe than sorry. Quarantine the oddball. Keep an eye on it and see if it improves or get worse. If it keeps acting weird, maybe call a vet. All right, going back. And avoid them. I'm gonna go back. So there you go. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions. Hey, that guy over there is causing divisions. He's being weird. All right, he's not talking according to the scripture, right? And offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned. And then what do? And avoid them. Separate them, man. You don't want them around because you don't know. Keep an eye on them. All right, quarantine them. Hey, man, we don't want you around us. Get away from us, man. Separate from us. We don't want you around here bringing that disease. Get away from us. All right, stay away from us. We don't want you over here trying to confuse, you know, the true believers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Get over here. Stay in your quarantine ass zone. Don't talk to us. Don't look at us. Don't sniff us. Don't smell us. All right, just stay the hell over there, man. Right? But they're over there in quarantine. Freaking out all the time, you know. Oh, what are they doing? What are they doing over here? What are they doing? Hey, man, stay in your quarantine. Stay the fuck away from us, man. We don't want you. All right, we have a what do they call it? What do they call that stuff? Like a two-way mirror, all right, or a one-way mirror, right? And we can see you, but you don't need to see us. You don't need to see us. We see you because we're keeping an eye on you. What are you going to do? Keep an eye on us for what? What are we going to do? What? We don't have any reason to be under a microscope, all right? You're the one doing all the weird shit, right? But we need to keep an eye on you to see what you're doing, because here it is, you know, if we don't have that one-way glass, all right, and we aren't keeping an eye on you, you might try to go do some weird shit, all right? You might be saying some weird shit in your videos, might do something, so, you know, or you know, buying pegging kits. That's another reason. And you were already quarantined. You've been quarantined. You were already in that state like, hey, man, get the fuck away from this guy. Stay away from this guy. He's weird. These guys, Zakari and all of them, and all these other camps are weird. Stay away from them. They're not doing things according as the scriptures read. All right, they're doing their own thing. They're being, you know, worldly-ass carnalites. Stay away from them. Watch them. You're under quarantine. They've been under quarantine for years. And now, why are we under quarantine? Because now, apparently, there's a big pagan thing come out. So no wonder why you were in quarantine. All right, we keep an eye on you because now look what you're doing, man. You had to keep an eye on you, see if they're doing any more weird shit. Yeah, absolutely. They haven't changed. Like I said, see if it improves or it gets worse. You haven't been improving at all. These camps aren't improving that are under the watching eye of GMS. All right, they're not improving. They're getting worse because GMS called it to say, hey, these guys are weird. All right, they're reprobates. All right, they're 2/3. They're a bunch of false prophets. All right, they're teaching things, weird things. They're bringing in their own beliefs. All right, and so on and so forth. And stay the fuck away from them. Mark them. All right, don't go near them. Don't go around them. If you're, and they even recommend not watching their videos like that. If you're gonna watch the video, the only reason you should be watching the videos of Sakari or anybody else is if you're a man in this truth and you're reporting on something that they did. Okay, it's not something you go to watch for entertainment or watch for edification. There's no edification or religious instruction that you're gonna get out of that. Okay, that's only for reporting on and keeping an eye on them. That's the only reason you'd be watching their videos, all right? And you shouldn't be doing that unless you're a seasoned man in this truth, because you want to be able to spit out the bones, because you don't want to go over there and fuck around and get confused, all right? I don't even go around there like that, all right? Now, would I go over there if, there was something that I could potentially make a video on? Absolutely. I'd go over there and see what part of the videos I could get, all right, make a video about it, and then that's it. But I'm not going to go over there and hang out and convene and have a fucking jolly old time with them. Hell no. Absolutely not. Go on their channel. I don't even go on their channel a lot. Usually if I hear about it, it's because the apostles are the ones that are keeping an eye on them. Okay? So again, if you're not following GMS, you should follow GMS. All right, because that's who I learned from. I recommend you do the same. So, yeah, man, keep an eye on it, see if it improves or get worse. None of these guys ever improve, man. Now, I hate to be the bearer of what is it? Being a Debbie Downer, as they call it. All right, but being like these guys never improve. They haven't. I haven't seen one guy that came out of that and said, you know what, I was wrong. Now you have the brothers on the comment board, all right, that were, listening to that, and they were trying to get the true truth, and the Lord eventually brought them out, and the sisters as well. But I'm talking about as far as, one of these teachers from these camps, all right, or any of the higher up members I've never seen. You know what, shit, we're wrong. This whole thing's bugged out. You're wrong. We're gonna separate and we're gonna start teaching, the truth like GMS. You know what, GMS was really right. All right, and we were wrong that whole time, we repented for it. You don't ever see that, all right, because it's a condition that doesn't get better, all right? That condition just gets worse and worse, okay? And that's what's happening with them. And this lesson kind of turned into something other than a judgment report, but hey, needed to be said. So yeah, man. How long are we at? 22 minutes? Oh, geez, that was half the lesson. It was like I guess it's kind of a judgment report, but yeah, man, that's the way the Most High has it go sometimes. You think you're going to do a judgment report. Here it is. I just end up, making a rebuke video. But yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I don't even remember what we were talking about before. The Spirit got on me to do that, apparently. So yeah, man, and these devils out here in this world, regardless if it's that transgender person or whoever it is, at the end of the day, look, they don't think these people think, and we can even use people like Gorilla Hebrew and Sakari and all of them for an example on that, being right here, this one we're going into, right here, is that these people in the world, and yeah, they are worldly. They're worldly plus one. All right, that's all they are. They're worldly plus one. They're still worldly. All right, they just have an understanding. I don't even say an understanding. They have some reminiscent knowledge of things that are related to the truth. All right, that's as good as I'll give them. And Ecclesiastes 8:11 says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil." And this goes for people like those camps. That goes for the people in the world, man. They think that they're being a T-gender, or they're gonna keep on, trying to condemn the apostles and elders or GMS that are trying to help them. All right. Meanwhile, they don't want the help; they want to condemn. All right, and try to pick issues that don't exist. All right, with the whole grape controversy and all these different things, or because their lack of understanding, their lack of wisdom. All right. And they don't think that any of that type of wickedness that they're throwing out is going to get back on them, okay? But the Lord waits, all right? He lied and wait, all right, for the perfect moment, all right? Well, really, the Lord doesn't have to wait for the perfect moment. He can just make the perfect moment happen, and he did make it happen, all right? He waited for the perfect moment, and then, bam, got your ass. Now you're crying on camera, all right? So that's what happens, man, when you do that type of stuff. And you can go and watch. I recommend you go and watch it. See types. If you don't know the type of shit that what is his name? Is it Alazar? That is name that he goes by, Alazar. Let me see. I always get the names confused, partially because I don't really go around them or really care too much about what they have to say. Guerrilla Hebrew. Let me go and see. Is it Alazar? I feel like it's Alazar. I might be wrong. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, Alazar. All right. Chief Guerrilla Hebrew Alazar. All right. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Hashtag Instagram. Hashtag George Floyd. All praise the Most. Yeah. Well, you know, George Floyd was wicked himself, or else he'd still be alive, wouldn't he be? But I recommend you going and checking out this video here. Right here. All right. Called Feel the Wrath of the Peg Pundit. Anybody listening? No reply at all. LOL. All right. You want to go and see what type of shit he was throwing out, what Alazar was throwing out. All right. Here.
Peg.
Check it out.
Listen, man. The Most High gonna deal with you, man. Around live, you piece of shit. The Most High gonna deal with you. You fuck Aria. I guarantee it. The Most High is gonna block you. They said, your Sakari's going off. They said they don't worship Yahushua. Well, if y'all worship Yahushua, why don't you do shit that he says?
Explain. Iterate. What do they not do that he said? The talk clearly didn't age well. Didn't age well, man. Look what it got you. Fuck around doing that, right? And he said that, and all that. He said Yahushua was speaking through here.
That's my question.
He put it on the Lord, which is extremely wicked, man.
You don't follow what the man taught. You don't follow in his footsteps. You niggas are full of shit. Your worship is lip service, nigga. You spit on the cross. Damn. Repent. Most High gonna listen, man. The Most High gonna great millstone. This is the elder apostles of horror around all you niggas, man. Y'all, I'm gonna just be honest. You're pieces of shit, and if you don't repent, the Most High is gonna block you motherfuckers out. And listen, this is Yahweh speaking through the Spirit.
Oh, he said this is Yahweh speaking through the Spirit. All right. Well, no, it was not. No, it was not. That was a worldly man. All right, that sticks dildos up his ass. All right, speaking. Okay. All right. Well, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Well, all I have to say is I don't know me or anybody else that had a pegging kit ever bought. Ever. So, whatever the fuck I'm not into that. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, some of the people you know have been caught, you know, being into that. So, just saying. Just saying. You know, you can go ahead and say whatever you want. All right. The Pegasus, Peg Pundit. All right. Peggy Sue. All right. Whatever you say, buddy. All right, but that was not Yahweh speaking through you. That was Satan, okay? It was Satan speaking through you, all right? And guess what? Guess what? He got your ass, all right? Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set on them to do evil. And you know what? I changed my mind. We're not doing a judgment report. We're not. All right, the spirit's completely changed up, all right? We're doing something completely different, all right? Because... you know, if you want to make the Most High laugh, tell him you got plans. All right, that's funny. But yeah, man, where do we want to go? You know, hell, you know what? Let's go and get Ecclesiasticus. Yeah. The Most High had to switch up like that. Yep. So apparently, and I didn't even know I didn't even think I was gonna make a lesson on this. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make a lesson on this whole Guerrilla Hebrew thing. Well, apparently the Most High had different plans because I was gonna do a judgment report today and we ain't doing it. So anyway, we did the little bit talking about that transgender person in the beginning, but no, we're switching it up. All right. Ecclesiasticus 27 and 28, mockery and reproach. And that's what you do, man. That's what you devils do. You mock. All right. You mock. Oh, yeah, look what happened, man. Look what happened. Ecclesiasticus 27:28. It reads, mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie and wait for them. All right, and this is, you know, light work. all right, on the form of vengeance for you. You really, you're going through all this. I know it seems, I know right now, Alazar, it feels like your world's crashing down, but this is Most High, you know, could have had it been way worse for you, okay? If you don't change your ways, he will, all right? He will. But you don't realize this is just a small taste, a sip, all right? A lap, if you will, a cat laps from water of the power of that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai harnesses, okay? You ain't seen nothing, man. He could make your ears blow off your head, fly around the room, and slap you back. All right, have you make you into a Helen Kara, deaf, blind, and dumb. All right, all he'd have to do at this point is make you deaf and blind, because you're already dumb. All right, so I don't mean to go for ad hominem attacks, but man, you guys really never learn. You never learn, man. You never learn. Okay, so what else do I want to get? Chell, let's go get You know what? Let's go ahead and get 2 Chronicles 36 and 15 through 16. All right, because this is what you do. So verse 15, and the Lord Yahweh of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there were no remedy. And all you are is your worldly people with a Hebrew Israelite flavor. That's it. You're worldly people. You're 2/3, all right, in the world, worldly ass carnalites with a 2/3, all right, with a Hebrew Israelite flavor, all right, Hebrew Israelite twist. That's it, man. That's it. So, yeah, man, and you mock the true believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and you put disgusting things in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You said that was Yahweh speaking. All right, no, that's not the case. Okay, that's not the case. All right, because if it wasn't for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai putting a spirit on men like Apostle Dahar, all right, you know, where do you think you got that? Where do you're bagging on all this other different type of stuff? You know, Sakara, you're your little reprobate, little separate group that's crumbled, pretty much fall apart, pretty much is dead. R.I.P. And I don't mean rest in peace, but I mean rest in pieces. All right, because you're done. All right, and you're done, man. You're done. You ain't gonna have no. If you have followers after that, man, it really shows you how dumb the people that follow you are. Okay. Really, and I won't be surprised if there's people that are still around you. But if it wasn't for, you're not respecting your elders. If it wasn't for them, they paved the way. You know that. So how's the saying go? They walked so you could run, or however you say. You know, they're the GMS is the first ones that started the online ministry. Okay, so where'd you get that from? All right, where'd you get that from? All right, so and you're hating on GMS, but yet you teach just like GMS, all right, but in a wrong way. You try to bite their flow, all right. You try to style bite, okay, but you do it in a way where it looks nothing alike because you've added all of your own shit into it. But that's all it is. You stole all the because the foundation of online ministry was created by GMS because they're the first ones that started doing it. So you wouldn't know, you know, how to have an online ministry like that if it wasn't for these people that you hate oh so much, okay? And you just added hats to it, you added controversy to it, you added this to where it looks nothing alike what GMS is doing, because GMS stayed doing what they're doing. It's just about the word, no gimmicks, no bullshit, all right? But you wanted the gimmicks and the bullshit, so now it's so far fledged. You're right, it's nothing like GMS now, all right? But where are the foundations from? Of the online ministry. Where'd you get that from? Where'd that come from? GMS. Okay? All right. And you're over here talking shit. All right. And look where you're at now. All right. Peggy. All right. Anyway. So, where else do we want to get here? Hey, man. We got to get Galatians 6 and 7. Do I want to get that now, or I want to close out with that? We're going to close out with that. I'm going to open this, but we're going to, I'm gonna close out with Galatians 6 and 7 because that's gonna be the heavy hitter. That's gonna be the knockout move. All right, that's gonna be like the that's gonna be the KO right there. So if Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai wills it so. So yeah, let's get Proverbs 26 And I got my I just got my precepts up, looking through them, and I'm just going through them, seeing what I want to get. Man, Proverbs 26 and 27. Here we go. Oops. Let me. Come on. My fingers would work. Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. Congratulations, you just got, man, what's his name? You just got brother polited. All right? You just got politified. Get politified, man. You got politified. You got brother politified. All right? He was digging pits and rolling stones, digging pits and rolling stones, digging pits and rolling stones. Whoop. Look what came on him. All right, and you were over here. Oh, look at that. Digging pits and throwing stone, or rolling stones. And what happened? Oh, now look at you, man. When will you ever learn? You won't. You won't. You won't learn, man. All right. You know, it reminds me, the scripture it reminds me of is, it really reminds me of 2 Esdras 16 and 19 about, you know, the people of the world. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. A scourge is like a whip, all right? It's a punishment, all right? They're sent as punishment for correction. Amendment is correction. These things are sent as punishments for you to correct your behavior. In verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me, you know, you devils, devils, you're still devils, all right? You carnalites, man. It reminds me of that, all right? Because you go through all this shit, inner camp controversies, and this coming out and that coming out, and crying on camera, and this and that and that. But when are you gonna learn? You're not gonna learn, man, because the Lord's got you in a sick mind state. Because you're a 2/3. You're a 2/3, man. So, what do we want to get here? Really, that's pretty much all I got, man. You know, that's pretty much, the Spirit's pretty much got it. I got the one last Galatians 6 and 7 and 8, and then that's it. We're gonna close out, man. I thought I was gonna do a judgment report. Isn't that funny? All right. Guess the Lord had other plans. Absolutely. Hey, and call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Must have need to been said. Okay. I didn't even, you know, I thought, hey, I'm gonna go look through these things, and boom, completely different. I don't even remember. I don't even know how we got here. Honestly, I don't even remember. So I remember we were talking about something along the lines of, you know, well, I remember how it is now, because we were talking about things were being put in that person's anus, and then the anus conversation came up. But yeah, man, it's ridiculous. But anyway, Galatians 6 and 7 through 8, we're going to close out. Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. Now, what is mock? What is it? What is mockery? Let me go back. What is mocked? All right, what does it mean to mock? All right.
Mock.
To tease or to laugh at, all right, in a contentious matter, not authentic or real, okay? Because you have one mock, it means, oh, mocking someone, all right? Mockery, all right? Mockery, all right, can mean teasing or contemptuous language or behavior. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Hey, brother, big back. Right, that's mockery. We did, you know, I didn't do a video. Well, I mentioned that guy talking about that, but, you know, videos have been made on that. You know, they try to mock the ministry, right? But it can also mean an absurd misrepresentation or imitation of something, a parody. And you're damn near almost a parody of what you think the truth is, because you're damn near, it's ridiculous, all right? And it's, another word would be an excuse, all right? A farce, or a farcity, a parody, a travesty. There's another one, a travesty, all right?
Travesty.
A false, absurd, or disoriented, disoriented as well. A false, absurd, or distorted representation of something. And that's what you are. All right, Alazar, you're a false, absurd, and distorted representation of what you think the truth is. And it's not. Okay? It's not. All right? And you mock. All right? And you mock the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the brothers on down. And anybody that follows them and has, you know, their mind set on the truth in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and not some worldly ass gimmicks. All right? Well, guess what? Guess what? Verse 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And you're reaping it in now, and you're going to reap it in later too. You got more to harvest, man. You got more. Verse 8, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. And that's what you do. You reap to your flesh. It's all fleshly with you. It's carnality, carnalism, all right? But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life lasting. And you don't see controversies coming out of GMS. And why is that? All right, that's not a proud statement. You don't see controversies coming out of GMS. You know, I want to know why? Because they don't involve themselves in bullshit. They don't involve themselves in controversies. They don't involve themselves in petty worldly-like behaviors, okay? And again, like I said, I'm not a part of GMS. I just follow after them, and I teach in the same accord as them, all right, in the same way as them to the best of my ability. And if I ever stumble, I do it in you know, if I stumble in speech but not in heart, as the scriptures say, right? And I would hope that one of those apostles or brothers would correct me so I could get the correct understanding, and in turn you brothers and sisters could as well. But yeah, man, you know, these devils out here, you know, they hate the ministry. It's really just showing through that they don't like the true ministry. They don't like it, okay? There's no reason to hate Apostle Har, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramallah. They're all blessed brothers. Hey, may blessings come upon them. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. May he bless them, all right? And all the brothers of Great Millstone and apostles and elders and all of their followers that are truly following in sincerity after the will and work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? But these devils out here that are just doing, you know, carnalite behavior, all right? They're just a rap group that happens to know about the truth, all right? Or parts of it, all right? In their own deceived mind. Then, hey, the Lord, it's going to be bad for them, man. And they're going to reap what they sow, all right? And they're sowing controversies. So what are they going to reap? Controversies, okay? That's what they're going to get. So that's the lesson. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. I'm going to have to weigh it through the spirit. But, yeah, man, that's the lesson. So, Lord, what was edifying? We're going to go ahead and close out there. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Till next one, Lord willing, shalom.